Welcome to GREEDWATCH2018. My name's Coriander Dickinson, and this is a Kamen Rider O's recap podcast. We have with us episode 24, Memories, Love, Oceans Combo.
C combo.
Is it C?
That's what mine's.
What is the difference between an ocean and a sea?
C combo.
Well, if it's umi combo, I don't think there's a distinction. I'm not sure if the language makes the distinction between the sea and the ocean any more than ours does.
That's a valid point to bring up because the subtitles in this episode featured another unfortunate translation.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Hi, I'm Josh Kagan.
I didn't catch that. I'm Adam Wasserman.
Well,
Is what we're doing?
Catch that hot lady with her glowing fuzzy orb?
Sure did.
I sure did. It was so amazing. I stuck my head in a fountain and went bubble, 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 and I turned into a cartoon.
I made a cartoon rooster noise because I couldn't contain my feelings.
I took off my shoe and hit myself over the head with it, and my tongue got real long and flopped across the table.
My eyes bulged out so far that my glasses fell off and broke.
I was wearing a bow tie and it went...
Wait, no. My eyes went through my glasses and they shattered. Now I've got glass in my eyes and I'm going to sue Kamen Rider O's.
I was holding 2 glass bottles of milk and they both exploded.
It's unfortunate that neither of you is Date Akira, because he's totally immune to Lady Sakura's hot makeup powers.
Wait. I blasted off into the sky on a jet stream of my own blood from my nostrils.
What? Oh no! It's like if David Cronenberg directed Tex Avery movies.
Oh man, you've never seen a sexy anime, have you, Josh?
Or just an anime in general, really.
Yeah, really.
They don't have to be that sexy.
No, wait, there should be, that's what we're doing? That's what we're working with here? People are shooting blood out of their nostrils and going to the moon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When a child, like a 13 to forever-year-old has an unhealthy thought about a lady's body, they shoot blood out their nose.
Or to be fair, sometimes ladies do it about ladies too.
I've never seen that. I have never seen that.
Have you never watched Maria Holic?
No.
She had an iron deficiency because of it.
I haven't seen
it
any
was part
Holics.
of the plot. You haven't even seen Holic?
Look.
No.
What? Jeez.
Is Picasso dead, Holic? Sorry, that was a Pollock joke.
Mm.
Now, here's the thing with that Ed. Ed played Pollock. Ed, what's his? Ed.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, for Josh, it's spelled XXXHOLIC.
Yes, it's pronounced Holic.
Hello, I'm Josh, and I'm an XXXaholic.
If Hunter x Hunter has taught me nothing, it's that the X in Japanese is silent.
Wait, are you talking about Hunter x Hunter SS Thompson?
No, I'm talking about Hunter x Hunter, aka Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I don't even know her.
He's a hunter. He hunts hunters.
That is untrue.
Wait a minute, because
that's what his license is for.
City Hunter doesn't hunt cities.
No, he hunts vampires.
Okay.
Wait,
what?
No, that's different.
Not City Hunter. Are you thinking of McKnight?
No.
Are you thinking about Nightman?
Oh, no.
Are you thinking about Bible Man?
Are you thinking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
No, nothing that good. Nightman was incredible because he played the saxophone by day and fought crime by night. That was an awesome show. Thanks, Canada, I'm assuming.
I feel like there are not a lot of daytime saxophone gigs, though. Mostly they would be at night, I would think, in smoky bars.
My knowledge of City Hunter comes from a Jackie Chan live-action movie and an AMV featuring Duran Duran and Sailor Moon.
But you've never seen City Hunter the movie?
That's exactly what she's talking about.
Good.
Not the movie with Jackie Chan.
Well, the animated City Hunter the movie.
The one that, oh damn, now I can't remember his name. The joke's not going to work. The Space Dandy guy. The Space Dandy theme song guy. Okamura?
Probably.
The theme song for City Hunter.
Yeah.
The City Hunter I haven't seen. Yes.
Yes. And the movie has a really good cover of it that I like better than the original. But anyway, we are very, very off topic.
I wanted to talk about how Date demands that Sakura hands over the orb, and then bees. Everyone gets bees, except it's manta rays or stingrays.
He's never more Bruce Campbell-y, this actor, than when he's making reasonable requests of unreasonable situations.
Yes. And AG is entirely useless, and he pictures a love combo, which I really wish had been an actual outfit.
I've reversed my position from last week, and I now kind of love that they're zizzing in and out of a cartoon reality. And my only wish is that they just, like everything with this stupid goddamn show, I just wish there was consistency from arc to arc. Like if you're gonna do that, do it every week. It's fun. It's fun for the kids. It's fun for me.
Speaking of consistency, there's two things. I mentioned at the beginning of the episode that there was an unfortunate translation. In my translation, Ankh uses the R word to describe how much of an idiot AG is about being in love.
Oh no!
Right? That showed up in my footage, and he's just like, Bakeka or whatever. He's just like, you're a dum-dum.
Yes.
And the other thing, the second point, is that Date is wearing coveralls. He has them tied around his waist. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Date's costume. He's got pants that also include a top that he has tied around his waist at his belt line. That's significant later.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I see where you're going with that. Also, Date does a pose with making a little heart over his chest with his hands, and it looks real good, like he's a Sailor Moon character who's about to unleash a special attack, and I loved it.
Both of these episodes, this one and last week's, just really like through the charts for adorableness all around. This is just cute as homemade shoes. These two episodes, officer.
Thank you for hearing what was going on in my world.
And then meanwhile, Yumi is she just took her egg to a bridge to be caught between the moon and New York City. I don't know. When you get caught between an egg and wherever they are in Japan, the best that you can do is wish you were prettier. Arthur's theme. And that's all she's just having a moment with her fuzzy egg to just talk about how great it is to be pretty on a bridge. And it's very, very cinematic.
Meanwhile, her sister is at her very corporate desk, surrounded by posters of, I guess, not their modeling agency, but beauty, and she's got a lava lamp.
No, I think they're pictures of her specifically.
It's more important that she has a lava lamp on her desk.
I think it's more important that she surrounded herself with literal advertisements about how beautiful she is.
I mean, she's the face of the company, right?
Yes.
I am now going to imagine my headcanon for the two of you is that where you're recording, you are surrounded by giant pictures of yourselves.
Fair enough. I mean, not even a little bit, but okay.
I have some posters, but most of them don't include me.
But some do.
None of my posters include me. That's true. Some of Corey's do. I've seen them.
I think the viewers need to see you surrounded by pictures of yourself.
Excellent.
That's a no. Anyway, so yeah, we're at the Aquatic Pretty Institute or whatever the fuck, and a boss lady is real mad because her sister is nowhere to be found, and she's got all of the research for the big press conference to introduce the whatever product in imminent minutes.
Well, there's an assistant who's like, hey, we can't find your sister. The end.
And he's like, maybe we could get somebody else to do it. She's like, no, only my sister. Because somehow that proves that I'm better than her, which she repeats to herself a bunch to reinforce it because she clearly knows it's not true.
Her sister, on the other hand, is she's hanging out with her egg in a nondescript water-based area.
It's pretty descript. There's manta rays there.
I suppose you're right.
Like actual manta rays.
She has gone to the back workings of an aquarium with her orb.
Yes.
Which is definitely not the same set as when the guy who was building bombs or whatever was also standing around a big pool of things in a industrial setting. This is very different.
Well, it's at least a different angle. I know that for sure.
And she makes it yummy. She makes a big rhino manta left shark motherfucker. It's terrible.
I hate it.
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's awful. I never thought I would find myself nostalgic for the early days of our yummies, for that big fat cat, for that sexy cat that made me reevaluate what is sexy and what isn't. whatever. Ever since we had the snot monster, it has been just fucking nightmare fuel ever since.
I just miss all the smooth bugs.
I have named him Rayman.
And yet everybody does not love him.
He has a rhino face for a chest,
Yeah.
a smooth gilly face for a face, and then a manta ray. Devil horns all up on his head.
My manta
3
ray
faces.
is not all right.
It's all right.
No,
thank you.
It is far from fucking all right.
Would you rather dance the manta ray? There's literally 2 Pixies songs you can choose from here.
Meanwhile, AG is unwell. He has the fever.
He's got the love crazies.
He's got the fever for the flavor of Yumi.
Hina is fanning him and trying to bring his fever, and she's like, "Oh no, I heard you've been hypnotized," or some shit. And he's just dancing around. He is just, I hate him. I hate him so much in this episode.
He's awful.
The mojo that he's been zizzed with is no good. And Hina cannot fix him at all.
Yeah, I'm just sort of impressed that they didn't go the Hina is super jealous route. She just sort of takes as okay, he's got a problem. I'm not oh, I'm so mad that you like a girl who's not me. She's just this is ridiculous. I'm just gonna do what I can, and I guess try to make him less hot, since when I put a compress on his head, it literally turned to steam.
You think Hina has a thing for him?
I don't.
Well, I think Hina and AG have an unspoken attraction. I think that's clear. I think that's pretty obvious.
I am going to go the complete other way with it. I think not at all. I think they are both, I think there is possibly a brother-sister friendship thing, but I have seen no evidence. They all seem so focused on the things that they need to do in every episode. I haven't noticed a flirt. I haven't, and certainly on AG's part, he just sort of dorks through life, until this moment when he's been hypnotized. But they all just seem like buddies, just real good buddies.
Yeah, Hina's a teammate, and her brother is the dead body that Anka's possessing.
Yeah.
So she's in it for her bro, and AG only gets it with the old ladies.
All right. Well, I mean, I have an unspoken attraction for Hina then.
Well, no, you just
Except
said
I
it.
just talked
Not
about
now.
You just said it out loud.
You ruined it.
I have a
You
formerly
ruined it.
unspoken attraction for Hina. Anyway, moving on, it's time for Date's performance review.
Not great, Bob.
He is in the red.
Yeah, it's
He's down
good.
by 500 and some medals.
I'd like to, at this point, set the picture. We are in Maki's lab. Date has set up his kotatsu. He is comfortably in the zone. His boots are to the side of the blanket. Satonaka has wheeled the Kogami pad in for this meeting, while Maki is busy with his busy stuff away from whatever nonsense Date is doing. So Satonaka's like, you suck. And Date's like, I'll try really hard. And Kogami's like, I like your energy.
Kogami's like, that is right!
They're
he
both
shouts it.
Very impressed by the very boring thing that Date said. Date says something like, well, I guess in order to do better, I need to do better. And both Kogami and Satonaka are like, man, that's really wise. They're really, and again, I had to chalk it up to him being very handsome. And people just being like, well, you said that very handsomely, so I have to believe you. Here's my question. Every goddamn week, we see him fill up his big old milk jug with cell metals. Where's they going?
No. He broke his drill. That's why I believe he's in the red. Because his drill was real expensive, so they deducted it.
He has to pay
the conversion for cell metals to actual products is not good. It's like the Canadian dollar versus the US dollar.
Yeah,
just does not trade well.
This is why Maki told him it's not optimal to fight greeds. Your stuff was made to get cell metals, and the greeds didn't really have much of that crap. So just focus on yummies, my dude.
Wait, but cell metals aren't legal tender. I'm very confused now.
Well, this is their arrangement. See.
Oh.
Yeah, he gets money per cell metal.
Yeah.
I see.
And if they penalize him, they have to penalize him in cell metals because that's the conversion they do.
Well,
HR insists upon it.
I'm Josh Kagan, and that's stupid. Moving on.
Here's my question. Why isn't Satonaka on a Segway? Because I was just kind of surprised she wasn't riding a Segway. I don't know.
Like, maybe if it was like those mall cops that had the tricycles, the Segway tricycles, and
Well,
Kagami was on the pedestal. Because right
Yeah,
now
like-
he's still
like
just
Paul Blart.
he's attached to a ladder that has wheels that has been covered in tinfoil,
Yeah.
and I don't think that would work very well with a Segway.
I think they need to optimize this whole setup.
I think the reason why Sananaka doesn't have a Segway is because she already drives a Mini Cooper, and that's one too many embarrassing modes of transportation.
Speaking of Segways, the Angry Sister is kicking some stuff. I'm sorry, I had to.
I'm sorry, is someone here about to stand for Mini Coopers?
I mean, it's not. I don't legally own the Mini Cooper, but it
You're
does
adjacent
belong
to
to my
one.
partner who imported one from Japan very recently,
It's true.
at the beginning of the year.
I'm sure it's very nice.
It is a classic Mini Cooper as opposed to those chunky heathens that the new Coopers, like Satanaka, has.
Well,
Like,
I've got
this
my
is-
burlesque name now. Thank you,
Chunky
Corey.
Cooper?
Chunky Heathen.
Yeah, that works.
You're welcome.
Go with it.
I'm sure it's a real nice car. Sananaka's is not as nice, but also this was in the heady days of 2011. They were all the rage back then.
I was just going to say that my partner had to install extra slides so the chairs would go back so we could have leg room at our height of shorter than 6 feet. And he elbows me when he's using the shift. Like,
I would like to point out that her partner is quite tall.
I've had the pleasure of meeting her partner, and he is a tall drink of water, to be sure.
Yeah, we can get maybe 2.5 people in this car. It's not large.
When y'all used to still live back near me, between you guys and Beej, I felt real short, and I'm of average height.
5'7"?
5'8". Thank you kindly.
Oh wow!
Yes, I'm an averagely heighted guy.
More like 5. Great. Anyways, Maki.
Thanks, man.
Anyways, Maki is like, don't fight the greeds, just be real cool. And Date is like, whatever, bro, just finish those repairs. And then we are back at the office of President Lady. And she's still upset.
Oh, no, I think we're in the aquarium now.
We're at the Aqua Museum.
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, yes. Yeah, we've changed venue.
Okay. But we're still on President Lady, aren't we?
For
yeah,
sure.
and she's kicking a very small garbage can in a fit of pique.
She's mad that Yumi still cannot be found, and she will not do the beautiful press conference. And then Yumi shows up, and she's like, how you like me now? Ebb and flow of the tide, B-word. Also, here's my yummy. And everybody's real scared.
Well, actually, no, she's real scared. Her assistant is stupid with beauty from Yumi, because that's what happens.
Not when the yummy shows up. I feel like there's a brief moment where he is enamored by her beautiness, and then fucking shark lava man thing.
Lava?
I don't know. No, I was thinking Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yes, you were.
Who isn't? The Shark Rhino fucking sex magic shows up,
It's still a manta ray. It's still a manta ray.
It's never a shark.
There's some shark in there. There's a little shark.
No, there's no shark.
There's not even orca. Like, the fin bit that Mazul has on her head is an orca. Like, we don't have any shark until later.
Okay. Anyways, the guy is very in love with Yumi for like a second, and then this disgusting beast shows up, and that is a Broner Slayer right there. He is no longer happy with any of this. Everybody's terrified, and the Yummy grabs President Lady and takes her away.
Yes, advances upon her threateningly, and then we cut away, and who knows what's happening. Turns out he's tying her up, I guess. But
and now it's the are we at the press conference? We are. Yumi is now she's president now, and everybody's like, she's so much prettier than the former president, which is the way people talk, I guess.
When they've been ensorcelled. I actually don't know if the reporter guy is being ensorcelled, because he acts the exact same way he did in the previous episode when he was introing us to Aqua Beauty Salon Corp or whatever.
Yep.
He's there's literally no difference.
And the besuited reporter is being watched by Date. Date apparently subscribes to his channel and watches this super extra guy every week. And he's covering the news conference. And Date's like, hey, wait, that's that lady I know. Well,
But more
time to go
importantly-
harvest some cell metals.
Yeah.
More importantly, he is sitting at the kotatsu eating an orange, which is what you're supposed to goddamn do in a kotatsu. You sit there and you eat an orange and you like it. That's it.
Okay. Well,
it was important to me.
Duly noted. I just love that in this universe, like press conferences about new beauty products are covered with the same news presence that like SpaceX launches and breaking news and presidential debates and whatever the fuck. Like, breaking! There is a new kind of mascara. Let us go to the most annoying man in the world in a terrible suit for more news. Terrible? And then, yeah.
Listen, Josh, like, based on what I know of Japanese TV, I'm pretty sure that's like 1,000% accurate, though.
Yeah, this seems super standard.
The only thing it's missing is like that should be in a small window, and there should be 3 celebrities at a table making jokes about what's happening.
So he's got to go. He's like, hey, something's real weird at this beauty press conference, which I was watching anyway. I better go have adventures. And then something fascinating happens. He leaves.
My God, the best.
He leaves, and Dr. Maki walks over to clean up after him because he's left his orange peel. Date got the peel all off in one try. He's
pardon me,
that kind of guy.
Date left the TV on.
Yes.
So Maki's got to hit that first. Like, wow. TV go off.
It's details like this that make this the #1 Kamen Rider recap podcast in the world.
In North America.
In the world.
Quite.
The world. You're right. He turned the TV off first, and then he cleaned up the orange peel. And what's sitting there underneath the orange peel?
Date's 25% off coupon from Couscousier with a picture of glamorous Chiyoko.
Maki fucking loses his shit. He drops his doll.
He drops his doll.
Starts having like a seizure or something. He just, oh man. So it's so good.
Knowing that there is only one restaurant in the world, and knowing that Chiyoko is so aggressive, and knowing how Maki deals with aggressive people, he's encountered her in the past, is what I'm gathering from this.
Because everybody knows everybody in this universe. And everybody knows everybody, and it never comes up until it comes up. It's like if the 3 of us, 2 of which who have never met in real life, we do this podcast every week, and it's like, and then we all find out, like, oh, all of our parents went to school together. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, but these were the last 2 people to not have a connection on this show, and now they do. So the circle is complete.
Oh, like Marmalade Boy.
Yes. Like Marmalade.
So your parents went to high school in very, very northern British Columbia, right?
Right. You'd think
like
it would
up near Yukon border.
You'd think it would have come up. There. You'd think it would have come up. You would think.
I have never mentioned my parents to either of you, like ever, maybe.
They all know each other.
Okay. I'm just assuming that Maki and Chiyoko are former lovers.
Do we also assume that whatever happened between the 2 of them broke so poorly that it drove him to talk to a doll on his arm? Because when he is looking at her, he no longer cares about the doll on his arm.
No, yes, I'm assuming that the doll was part of it. I'm assuming that the doll was maybe in a love triangle with them. Or maybe they were. No. Maybe it was a poly relationship involving the doll. I don't know.
No, no. The doll. The doll is what he is left with afterwards. The doll is the only person who understands him.
I mean, I feel like if you lost Chiyoko, that would be it for you, and you would break because, that's how I feel.
Back at the Couscousier,
I'm sorry, I'm getting real male gazy this episode.
After a real nice match cut. From Chiyoko it was a nice match cut. Credit where credit's due.
I was going to comment on it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a nice match cut.
Because she's in the ad, she's making the face. It match cuts to her face. It's perfect.
It's well done. Yeah. Game, set, match cut. And they're all watching AG act like a fucking idiot some more, and he's
God.
just like
You want to describe what he's doing?
He's spinning around the maypole. He's just bouncing around. He's like, I gotta give her a present, but I'll have his underpants.
No.
What?
Josh.
On
no,
every
come
rotation, he
Yes.
smacks Ankh in the head. It's
and Ankh
beautiful.
just takes it and just doesn't do anything. It's like he's like
Ow.
it's just like he's like, this is my life now. I don't even care. I'm getting hit in the head roughly every 1.5 seconds, and I guess this is just how it is. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to sit here and, like, I don't know, sit with my feelings.
This entire scene is comedy. Like, this entire
It
bit.
is so great. And I sometimes they do the broad wacky on the show, and it just makes me want to die inside. But this particular scene where everybody has just come to their peace with the fact that AG is going to act like an idiot for the rest of his life, it's just beautiful. And until they can't put up with it any longer.
Until Goto can't put up with it any longer.
So Goto pulls out a classic comedy prop called the Harisen, which is a big paper fan that's folded to make a lot of noise, but hit with less force than you think it would, based on the sound.
When she says big, it's literally like baseball bat length. It's real big.
For sure.
Wait a minute.
For sure.
So it's the okay, that's really cool. It's the Japanese equivalent of this is why slapstick is called slapstick.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it's the slapstick. It's a giant slapstick.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the fact is that that Goto pulls it out of like a fucking Roger Rabbit hole or something, because he definitely does not have it until he definitely has it, and then he starts beating AG about the face and neck with it. Well, meanwhile, Ankh runs off and gets a comedy bucket of water, and it's just, and then suddenly I'm just like, I love this show. I love this show and everything about it. I don't know why I fight this beautiful, magical piece of entertainment. And they're just smacking AG around until Date shows up, and it's like, hey, it's time to do the rest of the show. Come on, Goto.
He's like, hey, assholes, pay attention.
Yeah.
I need to borrow Goto. The rest of you as you were.
Goto's like, and then Ankh splashes a big bucket of water over AG and plants the bucket on his head, and AG's like, whoa, what's up here? Where's my head gone?
Oh, all we were missing was a, hey, who turned out the lights? Like, this is just this is just, it's good bits. This week is bringing the good, solid bits. Meanwhile, ex-president lady, she has been tied up by Yumi and the Yummy. Is this where? No, we get beep. Okay,
this is where we get sharks. We are lingering near in the close relation to a shark pool. There is one shark in the aquarium.
Hello, shark.
With some remore on it or something.
Yep.
Some fish glommed onto it. And Egg Girl is monologuing about like being pretty and stuff. I'm gonna admit I just sort of zoned out on that part because
Date shows up. Yeah. And he tells her he's not all into that. Like, when they were in Africa being Doctors Without Borders, it was better. Like, he preferred her that way.
She is drunk on the sake of desire. And he was more impressed with her back in the day when she was trying to bring the sea to the desert, and it was amazing, and he could never do anything like that. And she's like, oh my God, you're right. I've been an idiot. I'm going to take off this necklace. I'm fine now. Date has cured me with his moving speech.
Yep.
Raymond barges in.
Yeah, not impressed by Date's speech at all is the Yummy, who's like, but what about desire or whatever? And also snap into a Slim Jim and starts beating up Date, and it's great.
Yep.
It's extra great because Date has expected this, and Goto fires on Raymond. And takes him out and drops him into like the larger fight area.
He can use the gun now. Also, Date, the fall that Date takes would kill any of us. I just want to say that for the record. He takes a good 50-foot header and onto a cement floor, and because Date's so good, he's just like, oh, you got a little crick in my neck. Any of us, I would be dead. I would be very dead. We would all be dead.
He's entirely made of muscle, so
He is made of muscle, and he is protected by Handsome at all times. And
Mhm.
now,
And he has a leather jacket.
nope, valid, and a shirt.
Yeah.
But not
for long.
Not for long, ladies and gentlemen, and anyone. Wink. Now I would like to turn to Corey, the founder of our feast, our valiant leader, for a little conversation about translations. Because I believe you have a slightly separate subtitle than we do. This is the conversation that Goto and Date have after Goto uses the Ziz gun for the first time without flying back like a phoebe. Basically, Date in ours says, "Hey, nice timing," and Goto's like, "Hey, maybe take care of that yummy and don't say embarrassing things." And Date says, I guess that was embarrassing. And me watching it went, I don't know what's happening. Corey, did he say something different? Like
he did in my translation. He said, "Yeah, I was showboating there." And Goto's like, "Hey, stop quipping while you're fighting."
I kind of thought that maybe Goto was talking about Date's big speech before.
No, it was at the moment
after
after Goto shot the yummy and Date had been thrown. Date stands up, starts yammering, and then Goto's like, "Hey, pay attention to the yummy."
But what does he say?
And then Date's like, "I was showboating."
What does Date? Okay, so just so Date Goto zizzes the yummy with the ziz gun. Goto stands up and says what?
Thanks, Broto.
Yeah.
And then some other stuff. I didn't really write it down. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he really says anything like
but
that.
But I do remember showboating being in my translation.
Okay. The closest I could get is maybe Goto finds compliments embarrassing in sort of an overly humble kind of way, perhaps, but
yeah.
Either way,
seems plausible.
Either way, it's adorable, and the two of them.
There's some blushing.
Oh yeah. No, if this was an anime, his cheeks would be turning bright red, and maybe just possibly one giant teardrop would form next to his face.
So meanwhile,
Ankh
and Hina are dragging AG out to a pier.
His physical comedy in this episode is very good. He is acting like a dipshit, but he is bored stiff, and they are dragging him, and his heels are dragging, and this is not easy to shoot because it looks like he's just complete dead weight in their arms, and it's really it's real funny. To try and calm him down at one point, they both punch him in the nose so hard that he goes flying like 1,000,000 feet.
Yeah.
That's great, too.
That happens after Kazari interrupts him. I assume they were dragging him to the ocean to dunk him.
I assume Kazari's there.
I thought they were dragging him to the fight.
Yeah, because Ankh probably sensed it, and he was like, all right, let's... And Ankh's like, to Hina, you don't have to be there. And I'm like, no, Ankh, I don't think you can actually drag AG by yourself. Hina's freaky strong. And hey, just for Josh, who gets mad when they don't, whenever Hina's not in a scene, everybody's not going, where's Hina and her strong arms? When they punch AG, Hina's like, oh, I punched him too hard, because I don't think it's Ankh's fault that he flies 20 feet.
Yeah, no, I definitely made a note and appreciated that we had a reminder that one of these characters is a fucking actual superhero who needs no suit or anything and could have her own show, Hina, the lady with awesome strong arms. I'm working on the title.
I might propose to her, and he pulls out his underwear packet and
he's
unfurls. He's like, "This is my budget.
I want to share tomorrow's underwear with her."
Kazari's
waiting in the distance.
Kazari's like,
I'm picturing each of them has. I'm picturing they each have one leg in them or something. I don't know.
Kazari's checking his watch. And
he's like, come on, guys.
And these things are only 23 minutes. Can we get on with this? And they're like, hey, hang on.
Yeah, what if we manually transform him? And so he and Hina have to work together to awkwardly go through the motions of transforming AG into O's. It's beautiful.
And I think Hina shouts henshin before she manually scans his thing. And meanwhile, Kazari's just sitting there and there's like a wind sound effect. Like there might as well be a tumbleweed rolling by.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Unfortunately,
AG comes to his senses once he's henshined. He's like, what's going on? I'm henshined. Oh, there's Kazari.
Yeah.
I guess. And Han's like, yeah, go fight him, dumbass.
And then they have some fights. Meanwhile, Date gets all the cell metals on the inside, and his drill is working better than ever. Wink.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Yummy turns into a big flying crab squid and flies away.
Yeah, Date's like, Goto, get the can. We gotta collect all these metals. And then there's like a manta ray with very many arms. Like you wouldn't expect a manta ray to have any arms, and there's like 8.
It's great.
And it
he basically like drills the rhinoceros out of it. So it's just a manta ray.
Yeah.
And then there's like a circle of like tiny grasping arms, and it's disgusting, and I hate it.
It looks like the cover of a Tool album.
Well, it goes into the sea where it belongs with the other horrors. And meanwhile,
wait, what do you have against the sea?
It's been a disaster.
Have you seen the things in the sea?
Yumi has been downed upon by the rest of the building, and she has like a sticky piece of metal.
She is very hurt in a show where people don't get this hurt. She is exceptionally hurt for a show for 9-year-olds. Like, she has a real legit thing in her tummy that is sticking out, and her leg is very broken. It's kind of harrowing for a show where 22 seconds ago, somebody got just like punched in the nose with a boyoyoing sound, and now this kid's got a shiv in her gut. It's gonna be okay!
I was not expecting it.
Say the words!
I was not expecting it based on other Kamen Riders I've seen, where it's just like the slightest hint of makeup is all the damage.
Yeah. No, this is pretty extreme. Fortunately, Date pushes his way out from under a very heavy piece of styrofoam and removes the very heavy piece of styrofoam off of Egg Girl and starts tending to her by taking off his shirt.
Yes.
It's like, Goto, get some ice! And then he rips his shirts to shreds and is like,
everybody
bandages.
just stares at his naked, beautiful chest for a while.
Yes.
Everyone does.
Yummy is not the only one who is cut.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He looks great. He looks great. He and of course and his shirt is the only thing that can help Yumi at this point. And then he is like that for the rest of the show, and it's tremendous. And then we go back to, for some stupid reason, we go away from shirtless Date back to fight. Ankh is like, I gotta figure out something. He detaches from Detective, flies over, and like whispers Senor Wences style into AG's ear. Hey, use your Taka eyes to look and
that we've never mentioned before in the last 24 episodes.
Your head is like a red slot. You've got good eyes. You've got good sight. Totally use that right now. While an arm is facing off against this giant manta Yummy with many arms.
I am really happy that we all agree that this has never been brought up before, because I don't pay attention as well as you two to anything. But yeah, when they were like, use Taka eyes, I was like, what? What do you? No. Now I'm gonna have to sound dumb for the other two and be like, oh no, what Taka eyes are.
If I was AG, I'd be like, I've got what now?
Yeah,
I've had this frickin' metal for this long, and now you're telling me it's got eye powers?
Remember, all Kamen Riders know all of their Kamen Rider powers the moment they exist.
That is not entirely true, but it is like mostly true.
Back in the triage.
Oh wait, no, first Manta fires a Manta beam, boom, and makes another hole in the Aqua Museum.
Yes.
So shit's getting real. Fortunately,
real
you know
sexy.
Who's there to being all sexy and being helpful? Dr. Date, the fighting doctor.
This is so great. This is. I actually have the note. The episode need not continue. He is like he's like setting her leg, and he's doing all these things. And one of them says like, "You're so good at this. It's amazing. You're not a professional." And he's like, "I am a professional. I'm the fighting doctor." Or they called me the fighting doctor. So now is Date a doctor? Did Date go to medical school? Like, and is that why he needs to make 1,000,000,000 yen to pay off his student loans?
I mean, maybe. That's plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's Goto that's like, "What? You're a doctor?" And then on the ground, bleeding out,
Yeah.
Sakura's like, "Yeah, he was the best. We were in Africa together."
They called him the fighting doctor, which also brings up a couple questions like, what were you fighting? What were you fighting, my man? Like, why is that why you now just
Cholera?
Is that just why he walks the earth handsomely? Was he like picking up? It was like, get better, god damn it, smack.
Yeah, but the other sister, the beautiful sister, has a coming to sister moment, basically, where she's just like, "Oh no, I was super jealous of my sister who was smart and nice, and I was like only getting compliments because I was beautiful, and then I was just like super beautiful, and I took my sister for granted, and now this has happened." Whoa, whoa, whoa.
By the way, you two,
Whoa.
I just wanted to take this. I want to take this opportunity to. I want to apologize for being. I want to apologize for being real pretty. I'm really sorry.
You don't have to
Thank
apologize
you.
for that, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
No,
At all.
I appreciate
Like,
it.
it's unnecessary
Thank
in the
you.
extreme.
Have been.
Thank you, Corey.
It's been hurting me on the inside
Good.
all this time.
Good. That's what I want to hear.
And if some sort of lion man approached me with a medal that made me plant an egg that I had to carry around, I would do that. I think maybe just to live a day in your shoes.
Not me. I'd be fine.
Just a real hairy, super hairy sphere that I had to carry around.
Yes. Well,
That would maybe like spawn some sort of like rhino manta, like some sort of like it's a rhinoceros, but it's definitely a sea mammal, right?
see, Adam is not accepting my apology because he loved me the way that I was when we were back in Africa.
Yeah, I liked you when you were. I liked you before you were pretty.
I appreciate that. Oh, I'm snapped out of it.
I liked you when you were funny instead of pretty. Not like now.
Meanwhile, back at the fight,
Sorry.
Unk's like going toe to toe with this manta ray, and
he uses the old he uses the old manta beam gambit to get Kazari hit by a manta beam.
Yep.
It's the oldest trick in the book.
AG uses his taco vision and he finds the metal and he yoinks it.
Taka vision.
Uses the taco.
It's not octopus vision, Josh.
yeah,
It's
Taco
vision.
is his
Buddy,
legs later.
He's about to fucking hit us with some Ursula realness.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because he got one blue medal,
Yep.
and Ankh had 2 blue medals in his binder
Yeah,
previously
he just
that we saw.
Frickin' stabs a medal out of Kazari, just like.
And Kazari's real cool about it. He's like, whatever, I didn't even
like,
need that medal. I'll see you squares later.
Peace.
So we got an orca, eel, octopus combo.
Chauta.
That sounds delicious.
He turns into like the water being from the abyss.
Yeah, exactly. Like with the exact same level of special effects that the Abyss used.
Oh,
Some 20
Yes,
years
we're in the
previously.
90s. This is a in the water 90s CGI battle. We've got Waterman with an orca head versus Manta Ray with too many arms.
Yep.
And it's throwing mines. Foom, foom, foom.
You can almost make out what's happening. There are better graphics on the Atari 2600.
Oh, come now.
I would like to think that the young founders of the Asylum saw this and was like, wait a minute, you can put that on. You can just have special effects that bad, guys. Everybody pick a title and come up with a dumb version of it. We're gonna be rich. And thus, Atlantic Rim was born.
Pretty much.
He Octo Octo.
He ora him.
He chases him out of the water.
Takora.
Yep. Chases him out of...
you skipped the part where where they have like an arm fight and his octopus arms beat up the little arms so bad that they all fall off.
That'll happen.
Okay, his octopus arms are his legs. He's got 8
Okay, you're
legs
right.
versus the
His
octopus is like
octo-legs.
12 arms,
Yep.
which is significant later because he does the Kamen Rider kick, and the octopus arms become a drill that like spirals into the manta
Now they're legs
yummy.
apparently, because
The legs.
I got in trouble for saying they were arms like 2 seconds ago. So anyway, so he rides the mantis out of the water like with his eel arms, and then does a sea kick drill, and boom,
We're good.
it's gone.
Yeah.
Blew it up.
No probs. No harm,
Thank
no foul.
God.
We now go to Yumi is being taken away while Date and everybody stands looking on, and Yumi is basically like, "Hey, I just want to say one more thing. The reason why I wanted to be prettier was because, hey, shut up," says Date. Basically says something along the lines of, "Old sake gets you drunk." And she's like, "You know what? I changed my mind. I don't love you. Shirt or no shirt, you're terrible."
Yeah, my translation was,
Gojo's right
that's
here.
old
Don't
news.
say anything.
Like,
I'm
that's
with my
old news. You don't need
boyfriend.
to discuss that right now.
Yeah, it is
like,
good.
we maybe had a thing in Africa when we were doctors, but like, you don't have to talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got my hands full.
Keep it
with,
on.
You know who right over here.
You mean his legs? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
What?
Keep it. I don't know. I just like shouting.
What
Keep it on the.
Do you, Josh? Do you understand how sex works?
Yeah, blood shoots.
Anyways, Lady Doctor goes into an ambulance.
Blood shoots out of your nose.
Away.
I don't know. Blood shoot. It's blood.
And her sister's there with her, and she's like, "Bye forever."
Yeah.
And then Ankh and Hina make fun of AG for forgetting about love completely.
Yeah.
Like, he has gone beyond just like not remembering that he was attracted to a person, but remembering that attraction between people exists.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Hina's like, "Yeah, I gave you some love advice." He's like, "What? Hina? No, come back, tell me more." And scene.
The end. Yeah, that's good. I really enjoyed these 2 episodes. This may be my favorite 2-episode arc so far. It was charming. It was silly. It had an ugly monster. Date took his shirt off. Goto used the big gun. Maki dropped his puppet. There's a lot of good stuff. This was great.
Hina used her super strength.
She used her super arms. There was a big hairy ball. It was great. It was good stuff. I'm sure this means next week will be nightmarish. But for now, we have this.
I'm really surprised at how much has to do with the couscousier in general. I am looking forward to like this feels late for the reveal of the large challenge for a shonen series. Like, this is just like, oh man, you gotta find out who the real villain is in the 20s of the episodes. So this feels like I don't know who we're fighting still.
That's aside from the greed in general, there's no there's no overarching, oh, this is the big bad yet. Yeah.
Well, I assume it's Kugami.
Yeah, I mean,
I always assume it's Kugami.
That kind of goes without saying. I feel like anytime you've got a slightly malevolent billionaire who's controlling everything, it's rare that that's your good guy, right?
Yeah. He's got all the technology. He can see everything.
Yep.
He's got people on the inside.
He's got a puppet with the doctor. Vice versa.
I mean, I trust Satanaka's judgment to not work with somebody who's completely evil.
Well, she might not. She might not know he's evil, and she likes cake.
Satanaka knows everything.
What the benefits on her contract are? Like, she clearly gets the vacation days, which is very good.
Oh yeah.
So we don't know what things she's negotiated.
Maybe it's one of those things where she's just like, she's here until he really goes over the edge, and then she's gonna give him her walking papers, but she's got a nest egg. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna start her own company.
She'll walk out on drama if her hours are up for the day. Like, she's vicious.
Corey, do you think the Chiyoko Maki connection is going to reveal the big bad? Like, do you think that's a big turning point, or do we think that is just more bullshit?
I think it'll just reveal like Dr. Maki's internal machinations. Like,
Ooh.
he wants to end the world because Chiyoko was too much for him, or he wasn't brave enough for Chiyoko, so, like, end the world because I can't have her so no one can.
Great.
Hmm.
It's just me and my puppet. And everybody knows everybody. Chiyoko
Yes.
and AG met overseas. Possibly Chiyoko and Chiyoko and
AG.
Date. Yes, Chiyoko and AG met overseas, and possibly Date did as well, but nobody remembers anything except everybody has pictures.
AG was in the background of Chiyoko's photo in Egypt,
Right.
or wherever,
And
like the
Date
Middle
recognized
East,
him
and
from
Date was a Doctors Without Borders in the Africa, the entire continent of Africa.
And Maki is
Probably
a doctor.
not the entire continent. Yeah, and Maki's a doctor, but Maki's like very smart and local, so maybe they went to like middle school.
Perfect.
Hmm.
Well, it's stupid. Anyway, great. Oh yeah, it's
The law of
stupid.
conservation of characters.
Yeah.
Writ large.
Very much. I have been Coriander Dickinson. You can find me on Twitter at Epsilar.
I'm Josh A. Kagan, and you can find me on Instagram at Josh A. Kagan.
I'm Adam Wasserman. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at GoldSarcasmia.
Bye.
Bye.